Welcome to Flip Math Lesson 20 for the 5th grade. Today we're talking about a concept that hopefully will be completely review, so we can go through this concept a little bit faster. But today we're talking about division. Simply put, division. And the first thing we're going to look at is how does division look? And as you work with division, you know that division can be written in 3 ways. And so let's start by showing some examples of how that works. First of all, I can start with a problem, a very simple problem like 6 divided by 3, and you know that that will equal 2. And so I've written a division problem. And now this is using the division symbol. I can also use a division box and do the same process. I can put 6 in the box, I'm going to put 3 outside of the box, and I'm going to get my answer of 2 right on top. And so, same problem, same answer, written just a little bit differently. And the third way that we can write a division problem is using a fraction bar or a division bar. And in this case, we have our 6 up on top. We have our 3 down on the bottom, and this is going to, let's make that a little neater, equal 2. And so we have 3 different ways that we can represent a division problem. Now, as we're looking at this, what does all of this mean? We have 3 terms that we want to remember when it comes to division. We have the quotient, the divisor, and the dividend. The quotient, of course, is the answer to a division problem. So any answer is going to be the quotient. So looking at the 3 examples I have up on the board, we would say that the quotient, though not visible at the moment, would be right here in this type of problem. If we were using a box, it would go up on top, and so the quotient would be right there. And, of course, in our division bar, fraction bar, our quotient would go over here for each of those problems. So we have the term quotient. The next 2 terms deal with the other 2 numbers. We have the divisor, which is the number that's going into the dividend. So the dividend is the number being divided, which is usually the easier one to identify. So we're going to start with that dividend. We're going to start. Right? Usually it's the number that is being divided into different sections. So we have the dividend there in this problem. If we go down here, our 25 is our dividend in our box problem. And of course, over here, we can talk about the dividend being on top. The 36 is our dividend for that, which would mean that as we finish this off, we're going to have a divisor of 6 here. We're going to have a divisor of 5 over here. You can't quite see that. And of course, down here, we're going to have a divisor of 9. And so we start to see how each of these things work together in division problems. And that's it. That's the review that we're going through when it comes to division. Understanding the 3 different ways that division can be written, understanding the 3 terms applied to the parts of a division problem, the divisor, the dividend, and the quotient. And I'm going to leave you with these 3 problems up on the board or on your screen, and you can use them as sample problems to find the quotient of each of these problems. And that is lesson 20.